Alright guys, let's do this again. One more time before this camera dies. Hello mis amigos, welcome back to my channel at Sweet Decor. My name is Zulia Garza, and today's video I am very excited about because for the longest time I had no idea what one of them was, and I still don't know actually. So if you know, please let me know in the comment section below because I have no idea what this started as. And the second project, I always wanted one. I saw it on Pinterest. We did have to change the model of what I thought was going to be and what actually ended up happening, but you will see that on the video. So I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know which one was your favorite on the comment section, and any materials that I use, I will link them below if I can find a link for it. Let's get watching. So this is what it looks like. As I said, I have no idea what it is, so if you know, please let me know. I got this at the Value Village for $4.99, as you saw there quite a bit ago, many months ago actually, and one day it just popped in my head and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it, so I'm very excited to show you. We're gonna start off by, I started off by fixing this little corner that I had that it was lifting a little bit, so I put in some Gorilla Glue and something heavy on top and let that dry to begin with. After I dried, I used some Rust-Oleum chalk paint in gray. I think it's called charcoal. So I went all over it on the outside and the inside of the drawer, but just around the corners, you will see eventually. And I gave this 2 coats. This does not have to be perfect whatsoever. We're going to be doing a lot of distressing, which seems to be the thing that I like the most. I really like that shabby chic kind of look, and so don't worry too much about having perfect coverage. I just wanted to not see the see-through of the warm wood coming through some spots. Okay, and I have 120 grit sandpaper. I started just going at it. Distress, a lot of distress, and I did it to all of the top, all of the sides, and the drawer as well. And I did wipe with a damp towel every so often just to get some of that dust away from my project. Now I'm going in with some, I believe it's Serenity Blue, Rust-Oleum chalk paint as well. Look how beautiful that color is. And I am just going to go around the corners and random spots, very organic. I didn't think of this too much, I just went at it. And then I went in with turquoise acrylic paint, and again I did the same thing, and then we're going to distress to get rid of those harsh lines that you see there. And I have a collection of corks. I don't even drink wine, but I do love projects with corks. So we're gonna grab one, and I tried with this saw that you see right here. That did not work. So then I just grabbed one of my knives. I believe it's Decor. Yep. And that worked perfectly. I was just able to slice them, and I made very small, as you can see here, slices, and then you'll see what I did with that. So you can see how tiny they are, and I just went ahead and cut a lot of them. And then at one point I also cut some in half, so I would have a square project at the end, and you will see it once we get to that part. And here are the halves that I was talking about. Once I had a lot of both, I just put everything aside, and then I continued sanding so we would get rid of those harsh lines that we saw earlier. Hard to see, but you can kind of see where it's taking away some of those harsh lines. And that's all I wanted. I didn't care how distressed it looked. I really like this look, and I love the piece at the end, so I hope you like it too. Once everything was distressed, I wanted to do a dry brush technique with some white acrylic paint. And if you don't know what a dry brush technique is, it's basically very, very little paint on your brush, hence the name dry brush technique. So I just went with a rougher brush that I had, and I just went up and down all around. It looks really cute, and I like how that made all of the other colors pop a little bit more. Once all of that was done and dry, I went in with some Mod Podge and this beautiful paper that I got from Michaels. It just comes like this. And I went ahead and added some glue at the bottom, and once that dried, I added some at the top as well, just to protect the inside. I left that to dry, and then I started to assemble my corks. Once I knew where I wanted them, then I went ahead and I started to hot glue them one by one. Just be very careful. I did burn myself because these things are so tiny, so if you want to make something like this, I just recommend just take your time and just be very careful with it. Okay, and I have here two pieces of 1x3, I believe they are, and I went ahead and glued them together before I started the video just to kill some time. And all I'm going to do is put some more Gorilla Glue, and then I'm going to glue them to the bottom just like you see here. That is going to create, if you don't know yet what I'm making, that's going to create a little place there where I can put my mail when I'm coming into the house. And while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and use my pliers to open some of these little hooks that I have here, because I'm going to be putting some of these on the inside and at the bottom of where the mail goes. Now that this on the inside is all dry, I'm going to go ahead and use my drill bit to put on these little hooks that I have there. And for the cork part, we're gonna have these pins there where you can put some messages like if you want to remember to get milk or eggs or whatever it is. So then I decided to go with a bigger hook for the bottom part, and that's where we're going to be able to, where I was able to hang my keys. I love this. Like, I don't even know where that came from. As I said, I was just laying in bed and this idea just came to me, and it worked out perfect because the hooks for the bottom on the outside are for the keys, and the hooks for the inside are for glasses. So you'll never forget where your glasses are, you never forget where your keys are, and it just worked out so perfect. Look at this. So friggin' cute. I love it. Alright, well, you let me know what you think of this one. It's very creative, I think. I just love it. Love it! So as you can see here, it opens up and you can put your glasses in there. However, I did have to go to the back and add more hooks so that when you open that, it balances out as it has more weight on one side. Okay, and to the next project. I started off by cutting 4 pieces at 3 feet. And you can see here, so I have the 4 pieces, and then I went in, also these ones are 1 by 6, and the small one I'm about to cut, that one is 1 by 3, I believe, or 1 by 2. However, I did not end up using that one because this is where we changed the model of it. At the beginning I thought it would come from the top, but as you can see there, my balcony has like a rounded edge to it, so it ended up working better that I used 2 by 2s, and that was the perfect length from one side to the other side of the balcony, and where I attached the 4th piece of 3 feet. I hope I'm explaining this properly. It was kind of complicated. As I said, I just started doing this, so I do have some helps here and there, and at the end it ended up working perfectly, so it all worked out. Now I have the pieces that I attach at the bottom to attach both of those 1 by 6s, and then I did go in and cut them at 45 degrees, so where you can see there at the end, you're not going to see it from the side where I'm going to be sitting. And then I just went in with 1-inch screws. I put 4 on each just to have a lot of support, and then I attached the 3rd 1 by 6 piece of wood to the bottom where that is sticking out right there, and I'm about to show you. That goes like that, and I flip it over. I have a little bit of help just to put everything in and make it solid. I did have a lot of fun with this, however, it is complicated when it is different kind of balconies. I see a lot of balconies that have square, and I feel like that would be a bit better, but it did end up working out at the end, and I am so happy with it. I literally spent about 2 or 3 days just sitting out there ever since it was made. Okay, and here are the 2 2x4s that I was talking about, and then I'm gonna have a little 1 by 2 coming up, and just everything turned out pretty good. You can see it here. As I said, it was a little bit complicated, but it all worked out at the end. And then attach that to the last 1 by 6 that I have, and that's going to go to the other side. What I am doing it. Okay, and lastly we're gonna go ahead and sand everything and stain everything. I always love my dark walnut. I promise I will be using something different so you guys can see. Eventually it's at its end, so don't worry, I will be using something completely different next time, but for the meantime, I love it. Anyway, so here's the other side of where my balcony is, and that's where I attached the last piece. And here it is, guys. I am so happy with this. I know I say I love this so much in all of my projects, but this one, I love it so much. I am so happy with it. It turned out better than what I thought, to be honest. And I just really like that I just created a little different nook in my balcony area that's different, you know, scenery. Change of scenery, really cute. And I had these 2 chairs as well that they were just sitting there, so they worked out perfect because it was the perfect length for this balcony ledge. What? I built that. I built that. Yeah, blood drop. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. I have lots of content coming for you. In fact, I will be uploading again this week on Friday, collaborating with Heidi Sumbel and her challenge. Oh, don't forget, double click on that bell button so that you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. Thank you so much. Love you guys, and I will see you next time. I just What? You want... Let me... Drop. Winnie.